Guys, I think it's safe to say life is incredibly boring right now. I mean, we can't go outside, can't go over town, can't have friends over, so you can't really have any real interactions. There's no sport. There's literally nothing you can do. But I feel like as someone who tries to create content online, tries to make videos entertaining you guys, it wouldn't be right if I didn't do my best to bring you some entertainment. Now, obviously, I'm a sports channel. I'm also a video game channel as well. I talk about real life rugby league topics, but there's nothing to talk about, so we're resorting to Rugby League Live 4. Now, in late 2015, I did a series against Insane. It was called the YouTuber Showdown. It was on Rugby League Live 3. We went and we played a 3-game series. We drafted some custom teams together, and we had a best of 3 series that I ended up winning 3-0, and it went down really well with all the fans and all the people watching the videos. And still to this day, I still get people asking me when I'm going to be doing another YouTuber Showdown. Now, every time someone asks me that question, I'd always say, yeah, I'm going to bring it back eventually. Oh yeah, I'll definitely bring it back. But I never did. It wasn't really something that I actively thought about and went, yep, I'm not doing it or anything. It's just the timing was never right. I mean, Rugby League Live 4, let's be honest, not the best game. So I kind of had no real thoughts of trying to do series on Rugby League Live 4. And as you saw on my channel, I mostly stopped playing it. But with sort of everything that's happening in the world right now, what better time to do it than right now? Now, like I said earlier, the first one I did against Insane, it was in 2015. That's quite a long time ago. And I'd say the rise of Facebook pages and Instagram pages, it's been pretty big in the rugby league community. Obviously, it wasn't really there back then. I mean, you have pages like Bloken and Bar, Clarkie's, NRL Column. There's a fair few pages that have got some pretty big traction online. So back in the day, it was just YouTubers. Now, it's all over social media. So for that reason, I'm not going to be versing another YouTuber. I'm going to be versing an influencer is maybe the right word to put it. I'm going to be versing a Facebook page. I'm going to be versing Oliver from Rugby League, in my opinion. Now, for a while, me and Oliver had discussed doing a Rugby League Live 4 series, and it kind of just never eventuated. Like a lot of my Rugby League Live 4 series, just never happened for whatever reason. The timing wasn't right, we're busy and that sort of stuff. So it just didn't happen. But seeing we've got a lot more free time, we may as well do it right now. And yeah, I'll be interested to see how we go. We have a YouTube channel up against a Facebook page. It's sort of a battle of the social medias. It's a social media showdown. Now, I think as you can tell, considering the title, it's very similar to the YouTube Showdown, social media showdown. The rules are going to be exactly the same. Essentially, it's going to be a 3-match series. I'm going to put team lists up on Thursday, so I'm going to do a video going over our teams for the games on Thursdays, and then the game itself will be aired on Friday at 7 p.m. Probably do a premiere thing on the YouTube, so you can go ahead and watch it kind of live. You can sit back and watch it. Probably do some commentary over it myself, try and do some graphics for it. Very similar to the videos I did with Insane. So in terms of all that sort of stuff, it's going to be kind of higher production-ish for a Rugby League Live 4 video, so hopefully it's entertaining for you guys. In terms of the teams, we went ahead and we drafted a 60-man squad. So obviously there's 17 players in a team, so it doesn't really add up. There's going to be players who do miss out, but we did draft a 60-man squad. We've put together 3 teams, and as the teams are needed, we'll eventually announce them. Like I said, every Thursday I'm going to be announcing our teams, so I'm going to be doing videos there, and I don't know, it kind of keeps a suspense as well, rather than tell you, yep, this is exactly our team. Also, it gives us time to experiment with players. Now, you might be thinking 60 players is a lot also in terms of like, why do you need it? Are you doing different teams every time? Yes, we are. So the team we use in game 1, they're out of the picture for game 2 and 3. We can't use them again. It's a one and done. So if Cameron Smith plays in game 1, he can't play in game 2 and 3. So I thought it'd be interesting and use some players who probably wouldn't get used, or just see how much depth there really is in the NRL. There's a lot of talk about there being not enough talent in the NRL to have more teams. So we'll find out, because there's 120 players that we've got to pick, and we are going back until like just whoever is on the Rugby League Live 4 base game. So some of the retired players like Paul Garland, Billy Slater, those sort of guys, they are eligible. So also got to keep in mind that when we're picking these teams, you know, a guy like Kalen Ponga, I think he's like an 81 on the game. Obviously, you'd probably rate him higher, but on the base game, he's an 81. So that's going to happen a lot. I think a guy like Cameron Murray, I think he might be 60 rated or something. So you got to keep in mind that this game was released in, I think it was 2017. So the ratings are kind of from 2017. So just keep that in mind. And we also had to try and keep that in mind when we're picking our teams, because while we're doing it, it's not like we had the games loaded. We're kind of just doing it over Facebook, taking it in turns. Oliver got the first picks, and then we swapped halfway through, and then I took the picks first. So yeah, it was hard to try and pick teams because you're kind of going in your head, yeah, this guy's pretty good in real life, but what's he rated on the game? What's he going to be like? Is he going to be better than this guy? Is this guy going to be better than him? A guy like Jake Granville, right now, you look at him and you would say, definitely not 87 rated, but that's what he is on the game. While Cameron McInnes is rated 80, so there's a fair few ratings that are a bit iffy, but hey, we just have to take advantage of it. We might get lucky with some picks, we might get unlucky with some others. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Anyway, guys, I'm looking forward to this series. Hopefully, you guys are too. I know Insane and Odd1X are doing a Rugby League Live 4 series, and also I think a fair few Facebook pages. I think the Reddit NRL pages are doing sort of comps that are going through the regular season and simulating it. For me, the Rugby League Live 4 game isn't that great, so in terms of watching that, it's not a big interest of mine. That's why I've decided to do this online series, because I feel like it just adds that little bit of, I don't know, this unpredictability is probably the word, because in Rugby League Live 4, the computer is quite predictable. We've all seen it. You can kind of read them like a book. So the fact that Insane and Odd1X are playing it, I think that's a good move, and I find their videos quite entertaining. So go ahead and give them a watch. Also go over to Oliver's Facebook page and give him... Also, make sure you go over to Oliver's Facebook page and give his Facebook page a like. Go ahead and give my Facebook page a like while you're at it. Mr. Luke, search it up. My Twitter and Instagram are on the screen as well right now. It's Mr. Luke on YT. Add me on Snapchat. Go ahead and do that. Give me a follow on all social medias. Social media Showdown. May as well do all of my social medias too. Anyway, guys, that's how I'm going to wrap this video up. We'll see you Thursday. That's when the team announcements are going to be. So hopefully excited for Thursday, and hopefully excited for the game Friday. Hopefully I can get the win as well. That'll be fantastic. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.